Hey everyone, Emma from BIF Ministries here. Welcome to video number 2 in my little learn how to paper cut series. I am making hopefully a few videos to encourage and inspire everybody to hopefully learn more about paper cutting and how you can enjoy it in your Bible journaling. So I have done video 1 which discussed all about the tools and resources you need for paper cutting, and in video 2 I am just going to be talking more about this download set that you can see in front of me, which I have to celebrate my 7th year, or coming up to my 7th year of journeying with Blessed Forward Ministries with God. Created a new section on my website and added it on for you to download for free, so you can enjoy learning this skill, as I say. So before we actually get into doing some talking about that, I'm just going to show you the website, the free section. So let me just get my iPad over. Please obviously bear with me. So here is my website, and obviously it is www.blessedforward.co.uk. I will add all links into the description for this video, so you will find all the links there as well. So let me show you. So obviously once you've loaded up the website, if you click on free designs and you press it once, it will list all the free printable sections that I have, and just here, 1, 2, 3, 4th one down is the paper cut themed printables. If you click on there, we'll load up the page, and there you will find the printable for free. And you will find the printable in 2 different sizes. Obviously here in the UK we use A4 size. I don't know where else in the world use A4 size, but here in the UK we have the A4 size file, and then obviously for those of you that are based in, say, in the USA, we have the US letter sized file. So obviously when you click on there, each link, it will load it up for you to download and print and stuff like that. Obviously this is a new section, and soon I will add a couple of simple, nice, easy templates that you can also download to enjoy using, to learn with as well. But for now I have only just got obviously the free download practice set on, because obviously I edit the website all myself and I have to do it around my full-time job, and I don't always get time to do it as much as I like, but it is now up and running, which I'm really excited about. So let's just go to the set that you can get for free on my website. So it is a practice sheet, and it is a sheet that will help you learn right from the beginning. So obviously we talked about tools and resources, so for this, please do go back and watch video 1. Again, I'll put all the links to the different videos in the descriptions for the videos. So once you have obviously gone to the website, downloaded your free printable, as I'm saying, to start with, just print it off onto normal copy paper. You do not have to print it off onto any specialist paper that I mentioned in the first video. Normal copy paper will be just fine. And then obviously, as you can see, it's got loads of different things for you to practice. So learning to cut in a straight line. And you may think, oh, that's really easy, but you'll be surprised actually how wonky you may go when you first start. Learning to cut in circles, learning to cut stars, and obviously some hearts. And obviously it's there to test your skills. It will start off easy, and then it will get a little bit harder and a little bit harder, and then really tricky. And as you go along, I have got some nice little prompts to encourage you and things like that. And then we move on to some other sections. As you can see, we start doing some wiggly curves and twisty lines and things like that for you to practice. And then I have some actual words for you to learn to practice cutting out, quite big, and then we have some smaller ones And again, some more different words for you to practice. And this download set is all about practicing, because as with any skill, the more you practice, the better you will get. And then obviously as we get to the end, there are 2 designs that you can enjoy practicing to cut out, and maybe if you know happy with them, you can put them in your Bible. I do say when you first start paper cutting, don't expect it to be perfect. I mean, when I first started paper cutting, my lines were all over the place, and my circles, they looked more like 50p's, because it took me quite a while to learn how to get my circles nice and round and things like that. So please do not put pressure on yourselves for it to be perfect straight away. Just love the process. Just what I love about paper cutting is, one of my favorite things is, it is a craft skill that I find calms me down, slows me down, and just helps me just to refocus, and it just helps me to relax. And I love to enjoy my time relaxing with God as I create my paper cut designs. I will obviously speak more about that in the next video, when I am actually going to create a paper cut design with you. So I will speak about that more in the next video. But yeah, so let's just have a little go at doing some of this with you to give you an idea. So obviously craft mat, craft knife with a surgical blade. Be very careful, they are extremely sharp. And just have a go at doing the different sections. So I can't get to the paper cut very well because the camera is literally right in front of my eyes. So obviously if I look like I'm not cutting at a very good angle, it's because I'm most probably not, because I can't bend over the paper properly with the iPhone being right in front of my nose. So basically, you know, just have fun, practice cutting out these lines like so, and you just get your craft knife, and what you're going to do is just follow the grey areas, so round the outside of the grey areas like that. I just cut this first one out for so I maybe haven't cut it out very well because, as I say, my nose is right by, and I can't bend down over the table properly like I would normally do. So, and plus I'm trying to be quick because I don't want my videos to go on too long for you. So just enjoy cutting them out, and obviously they get thinner and thinner and thinner, and then obviously enjoy cutting some circles. And the whole idea, as you enjoy cutting these out, you get used to just the feel of the craft knife, the feel of the pressure you might have to put on when you're cutting. Obviously depending on what sort of paper you print out on, to what pressure you might put on. So like I say, it is fine to print on normal printing copy paper, and you might not have to put much pressure on at all. But say if you printed on some card, obviously not too thick, I use 160 grams, so it's just like a medium thickness, you might have to use a little bit more pressure. But I recommend for practicing, just practice on paper, and then when you feel happy, move to maybe card or some of the nicer papers I mentioned in the first video. As I said in the first video, I often use white card. That is my favourite to cut from. And then my second favourite is the black pearlescent paper, which is obviously single-sided. So I will talk more about paper cut designs in the next video. So this one I just want to focus on showing you that you can practice some of your skills and you know, stuff like that. So obviously do a star, I'll do like so. You know, as I say, you might think, oh, this looks really easy. You know, it's not, it is easy, it's nice, but you might find your hand might get a bit shaky. I can remember when I first started, I was like really slow as well. So don't worry if you're really slow and things like that, or if you go over the lines or way past the lines. You know, it's all about practice. And you might find, look, as you get to these little diddy ones, your cutting might get a bit more raggedy, but that's completely fine. Just, you know, have fun learning. And I recommend, what I say is, stick some worship music on and have fun, you know, worshipping God while you're having fun learning as well. And while you're enjoying your worship music, while you're learning, God may speak to you through the worship music and things like that. You know, just have fun with God and learn something new with God, which is really great. So obviously, as you see, as it gets smaller, they get trickier. So let's move on to another page. So hopefully though, you get the idea what this practice download set is for. So obviously, when we get here, obviously we got the curvy waves, and you learn how to, obviously, as you can see, I'm learning how I need to like rotate my blade and craft knife round to cut these wiggly ones out. Gives you a chance to get a feel for the craft knife. And like, as I say, if you print it on just cheap printer copying paper, you can print this off again and again and again and practice as much as you like until you feel you might be confident to move on sections and things like that. So as you can see, it gives you an idea. If you can, I don't know if you can really tell much, how my hand is like slightly twisting more, and I'm twisting the craft knife around more doing these sections than I were on the other page. So once you've done kind of the practicing the straight lines and the circles and the wiggly bits, then you can move on to obviously cutting some of the little patterns out that I got here, because obviously they will combine the different skills. So a straight line and then like a round curvy line and things like that. And obviously you've got your really thin lines. So what I'm going to say is, obviously you can see, because I've got the camera right by my nose, normally I'd get right in there. Let me see if I can get right in there and duck my head. If you see a little bit of my head here, I apologise. Like, I will get right close to the outside of the grey line. But as you can see here, I kind of didn't get very close to the grey line. So as you're practicing cutting, if you're not going to get very close to the grey line, don't worry about it, because you're practicing. It's not an issue. Just enjoy practicing. As you get better at doing it, you'll get used to doing the thinner lines. So do not worry, just enjoy the process of learning. Like I say, stick your worship music on, or stick the Bible app on and have the Bible reading to you or something like that. And obviously, as I say, enjoy learning with God, because that is how I started enjoying Papercut designs. Is I enjoyed the process of learning with God, and everything I did, I just learned with my worship music on, praising God and trial and error, and it was, and I fell in love with this way of creating with God. So as I say, work your way through the download set, print it off as many times as you like until you feel you might be confident to come and maybe cut one of the bigger designs that you can hopefully put in your Bible. I'm going to say goodbye for this video now, and I'm going to do another video where I am going to be cutting this design out with you and showing you how it already looks in my Bible and things like that. So yeah, look out for video number 3. So goodbye for now. See you all later.